guys, it's me. Just got pulled in here real quick. And yes, it is sunny, but I'm wearing a beanie hat and a jacket. Uh, so it is a crispy Friday. It's crazy. It's cold as but man, it was 33 degrees this morning up at the house, and now it's still like in the 40s, and I'm just freezing my butt off. But I wanted to share this thing with you that if you guys do at least three of these things, if not all five things, you guys can actually refocus and start getting some trimming uh, and slimming down by Monday. Trust me. So the five things are very practical. There's no much of this kind of like woo-woo mindset or positive thinking. There's some uh, hint of it in it, but if you already got that concept that you know what you want and you know what you need to get done as far as your emotional and mental side, this is just practical stuff. Okay. So here's the first one. The first one is, you know, we're not only humans are not only habit of creatures, but if you probably heard this many times ago, at least I heard it when I was growing up, but it's out of sight, out of mind. And a lot of times deal with relationship, right? If you don't see the girl or the guy, it's out of sight, so it doesn't count. It's all good. So story for the last week is that I started boxing at the 9 round boxing facility, which is kind of like the curve, but for boxing. Um, and part of the deal that if you go, I think it's 21 days in a row, you get this cool shirt and whatnot, you get your name on the board. But I was having a hard time because it's not a part of my flow. Usually I'm outside, um, either running or doing a workout outside or whatnot. And it took me a while. And I don't know if you guys see it, but back there, I have my green workout bag and it's green. It's easy for me to tell the kids to like, hey, grab my green bag. But if I didn't put my green bag with my hand wraps and everything in it, it was not happening. So by the third day, I finally figured out I need to put the green bag on site. So I remember that I got to go to the 9 rounds. And trust me, this is my second week. And pushing forward to get my t-shirt on, damn it. But that's the first thing. Out of sight, out of mind. If you want something to be done, water drinking can be as simple as water, or I mean, check it out, lotion, anything that you know that you need to get done, but you kind of keep forgetting or you get distracted. You need to focus and hone, put it physically, visually in front of you, literally. Okay, so again, that's the first one, out of sight, out of mind. The second one is do what you do best and hire the rest. This is really huge, big help and boost to us parents because, as you know, a lot of the grocery store are doing now this online grocery where they even deliver to your house. And of course, you can probably order a cook and they'll cook it for you. But if you run business like myself, I'm a business owner, you know, yes, we know how to do Microsoft. Yes, we can type. Yes, we can do video and all that. But there are services, there are people out there that do it better than me. The reason why I take my car to get the oil change, even though I know how to do the oil change, is because not only they do it better than me, but I can do something more productive with my life with my 20, 30 minutes than changing the oil and getting clean and all that stuff. So do what you do best and hire the rest. So look at your schedule, look at your day in, day out, because again, success in any area of your life, like health and fitness or financial, to save money or to make more money, emotionally and relationship and things like that. The success in any of those areas lies within your daily repetition, your daily routine. So see what you do every day, that you can hire somebody. I know Abuela, my mom, she hires somebody to clean her house because she's not a good clean person. She have never cooked in her life. Ask anybody here in my family circle. My mom have never cooked, and the time that she cooked, it was a good pun joke for the whole family party. Um, so like now, I hire people on Upwork, I hire people on Fiverr, I hire graphic designers. Um, and I'm looking for a new website designer, because I do this better. I'm more of a person kind of person that or people person, more than a writer or graphic designer, even though I know what I want. So a lot of doodling goes in when I gotta work. So again, if you're not good at cleaning your house, hire a cleaning crew. If you don't want to do the yard work because you can do better at organizing inside your closet, hire a landscape crew. So see where you can find uh, things that you can delegate or outsource, we call it in business, and get after it. It's worth not only the time, but it's worth the money. Okay, a good example, I just hired a designer to redo the menu services for me. And even though it was easy to do on Publisher for me to kind of realign the services that I offer and whatnot, it cost me $10. And Monday, I used that same graphic. First time I used it, and I closed a client. In other words, it was easy for me to show her, hey, this is what I do on this picture. Do any of that relate to what you want? And she's like, yeah, I want that one. And yes, I made, 900 and some dollars, but it cost me $10. I would have spent probably a week or two trying to design something and nothing. She would be like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't, whatever. Okay, so that's number two. Number three goes years ago before Alejandra was born. Uh, my first business was called TTN, and the original name was TNT. And for those of you guys don't know, the switch of the business name changed because it was around 9/11. So I didn't want to use TNT because it was kind of too much of an emotional attachment to that uh, lingo back then. But it all came because try and tweak. Because everything that I do is very customized, very personalized to the person. So we always try things and tweak it along as much as they progress and however they feel, if they're bored, if it's not too much pain, if it's too easy, if it's too hard. So we use the acronym TNT, try and tweak. So going back again to your daily activities, to your daily routine that you do every day, see what you're seeing that is not benefiting, if that's a word, or helping you move forward. If you're like, I'm still trying to like clean the darn closet, I'm still trying to empty out my trunk, uh, and why not? See what you can try and tweak. Maybe a bucket, to put everything that the kids do. Maybe it's a bin for them to kick their shoes and not mess turf all over the place. But there's something that you can try, tweak it, and kind of reroute or recreate the process of that daily activity that you're doing. And you'll see you refocus, and then you start kind of like getting moving forwards, start slimming down. You know, the good old, it's, I don't know, it's like at least 30-year-old. Put the tennis shoes by the door or put your gym bag in the car so you remember you got to work out, you know. So things like that, just minute things that will just trigger your thought and more importantly, trigger you to take action. Okay. So that's three. Okay. Number four, um, is kind of goes back to my 20-day rejection project, which by the way is almost wrapping up next week. And it's one of those like you gotta really see out your day and your week and your month and ask yourself, how come am I doing this? How come I'm still seeing clients? How come I still writing blogs or whatever it's that you do? Just ask yourself why, how come it's so important to me, right? So it goes back to that positive thinking mindset Juju I was telling you earlier. There's a little bit of that. And then once you figure that out, you know, you just take action. And part of my 20 days rejection project was about me approaching strangers and asking them random stuff. And even though I have the randomizer app on my phone, I just put it to practice just 2 days ago. I was at the soccer pitch with a buddy of mine, and there was a girl on the far end throwing the discus. And for those of you guys don't know, I have a background in biomechanics, sport biomechanics, and we did analyze track and field athletes. So I just went straight up, you know, and she probably thought, who's this punk ass guy up talking to me? But I told her, maybe your left foot needs to be pointing that direction, and that way you can use more abdominals instead of more shoulders. And yes, he was appreciative and it worked, of course. But how come I do that? how come I took the action and approached that stranger and, kind of be the golfer, hey, maybe you use the 7 iron, kind of like the same concept. But it was because for me, it was important to get out of my comfort zone, um, and grow some thicker skin to approach strangers and help them out. And if they want the help, fine. And if they don't, I'm not attached to the outcome. I was attached to the process, which was what I was telling you guys yesterday. So once you figured out the how come am I doing this, or why is it so important to me, then you actually able to get things that are not worth your time, because that's one thing you don't get back. You don't get time. So, going back to hire, and do your best and hire the rest, which is one of my colleagues and mentor back in the days, Todd, used to say, do what you do best and hire the rest. And that's why one of the reasons why I'm picky about my clients that I choose to work with. Um, so that's number 4. Number 5 is very, very important. And if you ever get a chance to look at my online training platform, you'll see the first 2 days, this is one thing that we do. We dish out willpower, we dish out balance. It's all about having a symbiotic, that's a big Sunday word, symbiotic daily routine. So, we, at least single parents, we have kids, we got business, we got clients, we got relative, we got issues and all that stuff. And it's not about finding the perfect balance. Okay. And it's like Albert Einstein said, you don't have to get the bike perfectly balanced. You just got to keep pedaling so you can keep moving forward. So when I mention the word symbiotic, that's the visual that I see, a bike pedaling, you know, because if you just stay still and try to balance everything, be the perfect parent, be the perfect business owner, be the perfect this and that, you really don't do anything, because you're like, nothing is right, nothing is perfect, or I'm still waiting for this to be ready so I can do that. You know, you gotta keep moving forward. You gotta keep pedaling until things kind of come down like a Tetris, right? uh, and it will fall into place. So that those are the 5 things that if you at least do 3 of those things starting today, by Monday you start seeing, and just pick an area. Finances, if you're going to start working on your budget for Black Friday that's coming up, believe it or not, blink and you'll miss it. Or for New Year's trips, which I already booked, I reserved already for New Year's. Um, any area of your life, business, finances, relationships, uh, business career, whatever it is, if you apply any of those 3, hopefully 5 of those practical things that I just told you, you will see like a whoa noticeable change by Monday. Trust me. And if you don't, I dare you to come back here and comment if it didn't work, because trust me, every single client that I take on go through that and they are blown away that it's not their workout, you know, it's not the actual going on a shake and peel. It's like, oh, so I can still go out to the stadium and I can go to the concert. Yeah, we just need to tweak these things here, TNT, right? Or maybe you need to kind of bounce this project or this task that you do every single week that's taking time away from you time, from me time, and they see the result, they see the long term progress. Okay, so I hope you guys found this useful. Again, if you try 3 of these in the next for the next few days, and if you don't see any noticeable change by Monday, I dare you to come back here and comment below. Otherwise, give me a thumbs up so I know that you caught this. And I will talk to you guys soon, because I'm getting outside. I'm going to keep my beanie hat and I'm getting out there and get some blood moving. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.